Hello everyone, welcome to Kat's Corner, and today we are discussing What Light by J. Asher. This book follows a girl named Sierra. She lives in Oregon, and every year she goes down to her family's Christmas tree lot in California from Thanksgiving to Christmas. And every year, whenever she's in one place, she always misses the other. Except this year. This year she meets this boy named Caleb, and Caleb has this really messy past, and Sierra is willing to see through that past, but slowly she realizes that there are all these different obstacles that come in the way, and she wonders if love is really worth all of these obstacles. Overall, I really enjoyed this read. It was like a cute Christmas rom-com, so if you are into that kind of genre, especially during the months of November and December, I would totally recommend it. I really liked Sierra's description of the tree lot. This tree lot has been around since her grandfather has bought it. I loved the different family traditions that Sierra describes that her family does and her best friend Heather's family does together. I found that to be very fun to read about and really cool to see these different families doing these different traditions. And I really liked Caleb and Heather and Sierra. They were probably my favorite characters out of the entire book. And that's really all I can say for the non-spoilery section. So log off this video, read this book, then come back and we can discuss all of the spoilery parts. Okay? Bye, non-spoilery people. When Heather told Sierra about the knife rumor that Caleb attacked his sister with the knife, I was like, wait a second. Because Caleb is like really nice. He's giving trees to people that can't afford them. I didn't believe that he did that. I thought it was just some crazy rumor that someone made up. I was like, are you for real? I thought that Heather made up the rumor. At first I was like, okay, she obviously doesn't want Sierra to get together with this guy for some reason. Like, I seriously thought she was the one that made up the rumor because she told Sierra all about it. And then when he actually tells Sierra that he did grab a knife, but he didn't attack his sister, he just more stabbed the door to her room, I was like, holy crap, he actually did do this. Of course, not the way that Heather described it and everyone at the school assumed, but he did in a way go after his sister with a knife, and I was all like, hold up, so this was actually true. And then you find out that Jeremiah was there when Caleb stabbed his sister's door. I felt really bad because it was the mom that created the rumor. Even though it was true that he did in a way go after his sister with a knife, he didn't go after her the way that Heather described it and the way that Jeremiah's mom described it. I liked their inside joke with the cheap peppermint mocha, the way that they just put candy canes inside hot chocolate, and I really liked that element to it because it was really adorable. I've also felt sad for Caleb's mom when Caleb's sister comes to visit because Caleb's sister chose to live with her dad after Caleb went after her with the knife. The mom was so happy for Abby to finally be there with her after I think a few years or something. But my biggest issue with it was the ending. I didn't like the fact that the questions were unanswered. We don't know if they're gonna sell the Christmas tree farm still. I mean, we're assuming that they are because it apparently hasn't been going over well, but we still don't entirely know. Like, are they going to sell this farm or are they going to keep it? Like, I wouldn't be surprised if there is a sequel, and yet I also wouldn't be surprised if it's just left as a standalone. I did like the fact though that it ended with them dancing by the trees that Sierra planted, but for real, like, are they going to sell this farm or not? Like, the parents never clarified with Sierra. That's really my main issue with it, is that they never clarified if they were going to sell the farm. It was just assumed that they were. It just kind of left it like there may not be a next year, but Caleb and Sierra are somehow going to make it work, which I'm glad they're going to try and make it work. I don't know if it's one of those like you interpret it however you want to endings, which I don't like those endings. Also, some of the characters got on my nerves a little bit. Like Heather's boyfriend, he was just a weirdo. Like, I wasn't a huge fan of him. I like the fact that Heather was trying to dump him at the beginning of the book, but then towards the end, she is hoping to last it out through Valentine's Day. It was one of the funniest plot lines throughout the book was Heather and her weirdo boyfriend, like, that she wanted to break up with, but now she wants to keep him for the next couple months. I found that hilarious. And that's really it for this discussion. If you've read this book, let me know some of your thoughts on it down below, as I would love to know. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I post videos every Thursday, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!